Hello and welcome to Fuji International Speedway. So a really famous track over in Japan. I think there was also Formula 1 once in Fuji, I think long time ago. Nowadays it's Suzuka, but yeah. Let's go through my fastest lap in qualifying, of course. So you will see now a really happy lap from me, I think, in terms of qualifying. You would see now going now through this straight, now going to the left-hander. Yeah, I really hooked up, I think, this qualifying. Maybe I could take more of that curve there on the outside, but here braking into third gear, then full throttling. Then it's really easy to understeer and go to the outside there, braking as good as you can, taking a little bit of the curve there to rotate the car, so using the full amount of the track there. So really good lap, I think, so far already in the first sector, reaching the second sector there as well. Yeah, so just braking a little bit after that banner there, so using as much of the track as well, using as much of the curves as well. So yeah, you can see that I'm really having good rotations here, so really using as much as I can, going through the sequence of corners, braking after the curve there. It's really difficult, these corners here. You see I kind of missed the apex there a little bit, so I think I could have done a little bit better here. And now to the final turn already, so going into this right-hander here. Yeah, so I think here it was quite well there, but it really unsettled the car a little bit there. So yeah, a little bit more time I could have made, but I think this is probably going to be one of my better qualifyings. I don't want to preempt it, but currently I'm in P8, and this time will jump me into P number 4. So it was 134.7, as you can see in the screen right now, only 5/10 away. So I really felt the pace that I had. But yeah, let's see how that reflects to the sprint race. Alright, so let's go to the sprint race. Standing start, P4. I think this is my highest start position as well after qualifying. Yeah, the McLaren is quite good here in this track, so we are with my teammate hoping to go to the front. But yeah, so lights out, let's go. Yeah, I'm already having to look on the back there, so I think Ross there in the Genesis. Yeah, already trying to defend now to my inside here, so I brake here as good as I can. You can see now a lot of lag happening there. You can see yeah, Dan the man there jumping a little bit there with his yeah, car. Yeah, don't know if it's just him or some other else as well having some lag, but yeah, so far so good. P number 4. Let's go now to lap number 2. So you can see Dan there again, a little bit of lag happening there as well. So I kind of, yeah, I just tried my best to avoid him a little bit, but I kind of pushed him a little bit out here. So now he's probably going to do a little bit of the same, but you can see that the lag is just jumping all over the place there. I don't know if it's lag and he couldn't see me there. Pretty much yeah, I'm losing momentum now coming out this corner here, and Ross is going to get this position here. So yeah, a really free position for him down to P number 5. So Dan managed to get a penalty in that lap, so now it promotes me now to P number 4. Let's jump to lap number 6. So Dan there does a lunge on the inside there, so his car is still dancing around with the lag there, so just managed to get me there and down to P number 5. So now at the end of lap 6 there, so yeah, trying to battle with Ross over there, so I'm really close to him. I'm thinking now of going to the inside, so he kind of leaves me the position there, so going to the inside, but Ross knew this and he's going to do a little bit of a switchback, or rather just hang it out on the outside and get good momentum coming out of the corner. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit, so he's using that momentum. He's already alongside me and I'm trying to basically brake as late as I can. But yeah, Ross is already in the inside. There's not much I can do, so I have to concede the position, try to do a switchback, but it didn't work. So P number 5. Next lap then, yeah, coming through the sequence of corners, I detect Ross is a little bit slow. I try to go to the inside there. Yeah, just a little bit of contact there. I just leave him enough space as well on the outside, and yeah, so I think it was a good move there. So he's going to follow me now. Here is going to the outside. I'm hanging on to the inside there and just about managed to keep it there. Yeah, so managed to protect my position there to P number 4. Yeah, and so that's how it would finish. So P number 4, one of my highest positions of finish in the sprint race. So confirmation here again, just about 3.5 seconds away from the lead. Couldn't do much with the Englishman, the top 3 there. But yeah, let's see how it would go in the feature race. Alrighty then, so of course the feature race brings a lot more strategies in terms of what we will do. So just a preface here, I'm going to start in the softs, going to a 2-stop, so a soft basically. So 7 laps, 9 laps, 9 laps. So that was what the McLaren could do. I think many of them did maybe a 1-stop or maybe a 2-stop, but they had to use somehow the slower tires, the medium tires, because yeah, the cars just couldn't handle that, because our tire wear and the McLaren's is really good. But yeah, let's focus on us. I'm already being hounded there behind by dents, so I'm having to think where to go, but ultimately I just went to the outside there. Yeah, so pretty much managed to hold on to the position. So P number 7. Alright, so of course I forgot to mention P7 from the P4 finish, inverted grid, so you can see a lot of kerfuffle happening there. So many people there. I'm just going to the outside there, but just ran out of place there. Going to lose momentum here as well. Now Wesley is in front of me, Ross is beside of me. Yeah, just managed to get in front of me there. I'm also having to protect myself from Dan there. I'm going to the middle of the road there because I didn't know where basically to go, but yeah, just managed to hold my position. Yeah, so more kerfuffle happening here now. So you can see Wesley going a little bit slow. I'm trying to go to the inside there, and Ross is now near with Wesley there. He kind of tapped him a little bit, and here I don't know where to go. I think there was a little bit of tap there, but a little bit of lag as well there, so I don't think there was too much contact there. But yeah, so managed to get in front of Ross. But yeah, so now he's going to make a little bit better of yeah, surge there. So fast forwarding a little bit there, so pretty much went back to P7 there. Also bumping down Ross a little bit. But yeah, managed to get past Wesley there in the straight with the bump draft, not bump draft, just from the drift, or the draft I should say. Yeah, so now also getting past Anton, so up to P number 5. Quite good so far. So let's go to lap number 3, or the end of it. Yeah, so coming to the same sequence here, Ross is again in front of me here, so I'm trying to go to the inside here. There's a little bit of a lunge there. Again, there's a little bit of a lag there, but I think this is more clear cut of a banging there, so I did apologize to Ross already. But yeah, so this promotes me then to P number 4. Now jumping to lap number 5 then. Yeah, so Hammer Silk, I think it's his first, I think it's his reserve there, first time driving. So he's going to the inside, which he should protect it. Yep, and now I'm going to the outside, and I just managed to get enough momentum coming out of that corner, so we are still alongside each other. I'm also having to look at Ross, who is behind there. I don't want him to go to the inside. He gives me a good bump draft there, so thanks for that. And yeah, just about managed to break into line, and yeah, just got the position. So P number 3. Let's keep moving forward. So the Swiss driver in front of me, yeah, so I'm just using the right lines there, very close to him, and he kind of leaves the inside there, so pretty much didn't fight it. And yeah, so now all the way to P number 2. So lap number 7 is when we decided to come in. In fact, Turbo Boy, my teammate, is also coming in here, so kind of a mistake there, going in there. Managed to tap the wall, but didn't lose too much of time, I think. But yeah, so we will go now again to another softs, which will last another 9 laps. So coming back out in P number 12. So if you notice in the shot before, my teammate had a little bit of a penalty, so he's serving it now, and now it promotes me to P number 11. So now you're gonna see a dive bomb of the century. So lap number 9 there, Hammer Silk. Yeah, I think I had much better tires. I know I had much better tires because I was getting him very much, but yeah, I think it was a little bit of a dive bomb there. I did apologize again already after the race, so yeah, but anyways, P number 8. So now with fresher tires, I'm able to now also get just filthy. So now I'm going to the inside there. I'm just able to brake much later there, going to this sequence here. And yeah, managed to get him P number 5. So let's keep going. 13, lap number 13. So RX there. So just going to the inside there, but RX is a little bit smarter there. He managed to make the crossover there. So yeah, good point there. But he just left the inside there. So now I'm braking late to this corner here. So just about managed to get it, but yeah, just lost a little bit of momentum there. Went to the grass there. So he's already alongside me, so I have to leave a little bit of room there, but somehow I don't know what happened there. He kind of slowed down there a little bit, don't know what happened there, but anyways, yeah, up to P number 1. Okay, so then lap number 16 is when we will come in for our second stop. So a little bit of jiggle there coming into the pits, but all is good. Yeah, so my teammate also following in there, so we did a 799 like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, or of the feature there. Yeah, coming back out in P number 6, and very critically just in front of Ross, who already stopped there, so it was critical to get in front of him. So just about managed to do that now, so in P number 6. So now the Swiss driver in front of me also now coming in, and that promotes me back to P number 1. And yeah, so just like that, let's start our final lap already. So I'm currently in P number 1, so this is like dizzying heights for me basically, so I'm not really used to being in the top position there. So I think the qualifying itself, I think it was one of my better qualifyings, like I told in the video already. And during the sprint as well, I managed to maintain my position of P4 where I qualified. Maybe I could have done a little bit better there, but I think P4 was pretty much where I could have extracted. And yeah, Thereafter, in the feature race, I think this was one of my best performances. I think in the feature race itself, starting in P7, managed to make some critical moves. I think there was some, maybe a little bit of a gray area, I would say, with Ross, a little bit of battling there. There was also one dive bomb, I think, there with the hammer soak. So I apologize to both of them already. A little bit aggressive, but I think still managed to make some of these critical moves where it needed to be made. Was patient where I needed to be. So I think that was a really good feature race there in terms of overall racing. So I was really happy with my pace as well. I think I even before starting the race, I think I had the pace. I knew I had the pace. Of course, there were faster guys in front of me, but it's also about managing your strategy. And of course, the McLaren is also, I should not forget that, quite good in this track. That's why you would see my teammate also coming close behind me. Yeah, the McLaren is really good then on the tire wear, also on the fuel, and it just worked basically on this track. So it was a McLaren track for all of those reasons, and that's the reason why we managed to get a P1 and 2. So a really good effort there from the team, to my teammate as well. Good job to him, coming in P number 1 and 2. So this is my first victory of tier 2. So really happy with that. And yeah, so last but not least, let's look at the standings. So I'm in P7 there, so a big change of positions there for finishing 4th in the sprint and 1st in the feature. But again, as I usually mention, I'm not looking at that points, but it's more towards the points of the team, McLaren there. So they are in 2nd position. So we really need to do well there to unseat the Lexuses, but I think it's doable. So let's keep going. So halfway through the season, so I think we still have a good few number of tracks that will still favor the McLaren. So let's make use of that. Thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you guys in the next video.